Hey y'all, here are OS Reviews. Today we're taking a closer look at a pair of active noise cancelling Bluetooth headphones from Seoul called the Emotion Max. They sell for under $120. It comes in a few different colors that you can pick between, including blue, black, and there's also a gray version. Looks pretty clean and attractive, just like most of Seoul's headphones and audio products we've seen in the past. Mostly they're TWS wireless buds, so this is going to be a larger pair of headphones if you want something that has bigger sound, bigger bass, and a bit more comfortable as well if you're wearing for extended periods of time. Specifically, these have 40mm drivers, which are quite large, and they also have Qualcomm aptX, SBC, and AAC. And aside from active noise cancellation, they also have a transparency audio mode, which will magnify the sounds around you, so you can have a conversation, for example, without removing them. And the battery life is rated up to 38 hours in the regular Bluetooth playback mode, which is really good. There is quick charge support, so 10 minutes will get you up to 1.5 hours of listening time, and you can connect to 2 devices at the same time. One of the other trends we've been seeing recently has been a focus on eco-friendly tech, and Seoul is also trying to apply that philosophy, it looks like, with this newest pair of headphones. And their internal boxer is cardboard, can be recycled, and then it says sustainably packaged, so using as little plastic as possible and helping to reduce waste, which is a great mission to have, and I think going to be something that more and more companies start to adopt. In this accessories smaller box underneath, you get actually quite a lot, including some removable cushions that you can use to replace, wash, or adjust the size a little bit further. So it attaches using these hooks. The design here is actually a little reminiscent of even the Apple AirPods Max, which is a great thing because it offers a lot of flexibility in terms of customization, but this is just a fraction of those headphones. Again, really sitting at around $100. We also have a carrying pouch, which is made out of a microfiber cloth and has the Seoul logo on it, so you can take it with you and protect it a bit when it's being folded together. We also have access to some of the cables, such as this auxiliary 3.5mm cable that you can use to transform them into wired headphones, as well as the charging cable, which is using standard USB Type-C, great to note, and finally some quick start guides. Alright, so taking a closer look at the Emotion Max, a few things to note here is, first of all, they can definitely fold inwards like this, so they can be pretty compact when you're traveling or on the go, although you can't fold the cushions further flat like this, so there is no further adjustment that can go inwards, but there is at least this folding mechanism like this if you are traveling. Next, in terms of the build quality, it is made out of a fusion between some polycarbonate materials on the frame and then some aluminum and metal accents on the inside, as well as on the headband portion as well. So we do have some metal parts which make it feel pretty premium and elegant in my opinion. We see some of the holes here for the microphones that will pick up ambient noise. Now the headband portion also is made out of the same memory foam material. The padding here is a little bit thinner, but overall it still felt comfortable and it's lightweight for the overall size of these headphones. Now in terms of the controls, on the bottom we do have the 3.5mm headphone jack, Type-C port there for charging. We do have a dedicated volume rocker that feels very tactile and responsive, and there is a dedicated switch that allows you to turn on ANC or turn it off, regardless of if you're using these in the Bluetooth headphone mode, which I do really appreciate. So you can just, for example, turn on ANC and use these as kind of a way to denoise and just to rest or sleep without listening to music, and you can also turn on ANC if you're using them as wired headphones as well, which is great. Moving into audio quality and performance, I was really impressed with the Emotion Max. In terms of their sound, it's just very well balanced, and I have to say that they are getting super close to being hi-fi or audiophile grade. It does have a good amount of bass when you're listening to something like a drum beat or EDM style music. You can definitely feel a kick. It still felt very well balanced, and even though it was satisfying when listening to bass, at the same time I still noticed a lot of details and nuances in the mids and trebles, without sounding tinny or distorted at pretty much any frequency that I was listening to. In fact, I would say comparing it with the last pair of headphones that we tried out, which was the House of Marley Positive Vibrations XL, these headphones do have a bit more of clarity when it comes to sound reproduction, a bit more of extra details and textures, and also better bass as well. And the tuning of the drivers, I think they did a really good job. Now moving into the other element, which is going to be the active noise cancellation, I would say it's also good, although the ANC is maybe not as strong compared to the great audio quality that these are packing, in the sense that again, it's not going to be really something that rivals Bose's Quiet Comfort headphones as a industry leader in this space. So when you turn it on, it does make a difference. You will be able to cancel out, I would say, close to 85% of noise, but whereas Bose's headphones might get you closer to 90 or 95%. But overall, ANC still felt comfortable, and one of the better parts about these headphones is turning on ANC doesn't affect the audio quality. In terms of the tuning, sounds exactly the same. In terms of the balance between the bass, mids, and highs, nothing has changed with it turned on or turned off. It does the most effective job if you're trying to block out a bit of engine noises if you're on a commute. It also wasn't able to hear any noticeable hints of hissing or any distortion in the music, so they are, again, very clean sounding. The Bluetooth 5.0 is doing a good job in terms of also minimizing lag and delay, and you can also be doing things like watching back a movie, and the syncing between the video and the audio is done pretty well. So overall, that's more or less it as far as our hands-on review of the Soul Emotion Max, again, their latest pair of headphones. Larger ones, even though TWS buds are all the rage these days because of their high portability, there are still many advantages to having a larger pair of headphones like this, one of them being the comfort that you're getting, as well as the bigger drivers, which has just more room for even more detailed sound, almost feels like you're in a live environment, as well as just the slightly better ANC as part of this design compared to wireless buds with ANC will always be a bit more difficult because of how small those are. So you can check out more details if you're interested in the links down below. For now, that's been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews.